What's up, people? Hello, and welcome to a Halloween spooktacular. That's right, it's a spooktacular. We're just going to jump straight in with the cast. Okay, folks, you are live. Oh, crikey!
Hello.
And we have an actual face-to-face today.
Yeah, I'm cosplaying as my real life self.
A rare treat indeed. And I like the fact you've colour coordinated with your backdrop as well.
Yeah, I am also cosplaying as my background. So
yeah,
it's a 2 for 1.
It's camouflage, space camouflage.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let's just bring a little bit of music back in.
He's got such a lovely face. Don't know why he hides it.
Right?
Face.
Yeah, it's not usually this lovely.
Lies.
Thank you for that sub, by the way, Fish. Appreciate you. Right. So last week we left you in the apartments, as provided by the generous benefactor, Mr. Aldous Callahan. You spent a couple of days there now, waiting on word, waiting on work, waiting on a mission. You've had a chance to, get a little bit of the sense of your surroundings, send some messages, if you wanted to use the comm system, do a little bit of shopping maybe. So just quickly, we're just going to go around, how's everybody been spending their couple of days, just downtime, while you wait for Aldous to get in contact? Facey, you've been shopping, right?
Yeah, I've been shopping. I went and got a new modification for my axe. Which means that when I throw it at stuff, I can now teleport it back to my hand. I've also been practicing that tail thing. I want to get good at it.
Nice. By the way, unrelated note, everyone should watch Prey. It's really, really good. Actually, sorry, on another unrelated note, because I have to get this off my chest. Everybody who's a Star Wars fan who hasn't watched Andor yet, you're making a very big mistake. We need to encourage them to be the change we want to see in the world, and Andor is the change we want to see in the world. So if you're not watching give it some fucking numbers, man. It's legit good.
Is it better than Obi-Wan?
Yes.
I haven't seen that yet either.
Yeah.
I'm so behind.
Is it better than The Mandalorian?
It is as good as The Mandalorian at the very least, if not better.
Wow.
That is a solid endorsement.
Praise.
And Mandalorian's shit up, but Andor, it's fucking for grown-ups. It's decent. Anyway,
is it better than the Star Wars Christmas classic?
Depends on your definition of better, because the Halloween, the Christmas special is fucking special.
Yeah.
The holiday special is special, and there is a special place for it in my heart. And who knows? Maybe we'll have a Life Day episode at some point. I can totally see a Life Day episode happening on our horizon. So you've done a little bit of shopping, pimped out your axe, been bouncing on your tail. Mr. Muzzfish, what's Mr. Muzzfish been up to over the past couple of days?
Well, he's been attempting to whore out his story. So he sent a message to all the news organizations and all of Arcocor's competitors on Absalom, offering himself up as an exclusive interview opportunity for a first-hand account of the massacre in Hangar 42 from one of the heroes of the tale.
Okay, great stuff. And do you think Arcocor are going to be happy about that?
I don't give a damn.
Okay. Sam, what's Ormagander been up to while in this couple of days, getting his surroundings, getting his bearings?
Well, so Ormagander's mornings look like the start of Apocalypse Now, but without the drunkenness.
Right. Okay.
And then aside from that, he's been researching firearms because he's realised that perhaps he might need one, reluctantly.
So he's been doing a bit of window shopping.
Yeah, he's just been wandering around the bazaars where they sell tasty weaponry, just seeing if there's anything that catches his eye and matches up with the small number of credits he has in his pocket.
Nice. Okay. Bradley, what's Istighfar Sands been doing over the past couple of days?
Mainly resting, trying to stop him, bleeding out, which was good. It was nice when the bleeding stopped.
Well, I mean,
was a
you
good
did try
day.
and nick the medic's computer.
Well, we then had a little walk down the concourse in the shops. Got myself a lovely little dart rifle.
Ooh.
But I didn't have enough money to fill it with any poison yet. So at the moment it's just darts. We're just gonna fire darts. So I'm basically gonna be a very angry Jimbo him with four arms, just shooting darts at people. I may or may not shout one when I'm firing. We'll see.
Yeah. I hope for a few bullseye puns if you're going to use that dart rifle at any
Yeah,
point.
yeah, you got it.
Yeah, required. Zoe, what's Clara been up to?
Mostly meditating and just trying to learn the rough layout of the station.
Yeah, okay. Getting lay of the land.
Yeah.
Did you send any messages? Because you didn't. You obviously you can send on-station comms, but Aldous has stumped up for an inter-system message for you if you wanted.
She would have sent one to her grandmother
Right.
back on her home planet.
Yeah. On Le Joc.
Yeah. Don't know exactly what it would have said to you, but it's fine because it would take ages to get there anyway.
But just letting her know you're well, that you're wearing your vest,
Yeah.
that you're eating your
just
dinner.
I'm alive. I don't know where the fuck I am. Apparently, I'm on this place,
Yeah.
and I don't know how I got here. Please, like, let the others know I'm safe if you can.
Yeah. Because I'm presuming your mum and dad are still out there trading, still on the move.
Yeah.
They're still. Yeah. Okay. They're still.
And this station is not on their route, so.
Okay. So yeah, a relatively productive couple of days, but it's been nice to get after the chaos that erupted on arriving on Absalom. The downtimes, not without merit at this point. Also, is it you are now fully healed from your remaining wounds that you walked out of the station with?
Thank God.
So, you awake this morning to a message from Aldous. It's a video message. It says, "Hello, young'uns. I need you to pop down to my club later. May have a little business for you. Still not 100% sure yet. A few loose ends to tie up. But please do make your way over to the club at some point this afternoon, if you could. I have something I'd like to discuss." And that's all the message says. So, you guys have all received this message. It's, I'd say about 9 o'clock in the morning, or Absalom equivalent. You got a little
Local time.
local time, yeah. You got a little bit of time before you have to make your way to Aldous's club. Now he has several. The one he's referring to is actually back towards Hangar 42, same district, same neighbourhood. So it's you could probably do it in around about 45 minutes walk, or you could get a cruiser. You could head straight there. Entirely up to you. What do you guys want to do? Have you been meeting up over these last couple of days?
I guess me and Ormungandr definitely would have been hanging out at least a little bit. I probably, when he was looking for his guns, I was probably doing my axe buying. Yeah, so I assume we're all together when we get this message.
You have all received it in your individual rooms. It's come through with your morning wake-up call from the concierge desk. And they've passed on the message to you all. So you've all received it basically about the same time.
Okay. Is there like a common room for us to go to?
Not so much a common room, it's an apartment complex. There is a small quad on the ground floor in the centre of the complex. It's kind of like a square sort of tower shape. So there's a quad downstairs, yeah.
Well, I think I have a personal comms unit. So I'm gonna hope that Ormungandr has one and just give him a little text and say, "Let's go get some breakfast." What are the others doing? We should invite them. Ormangander's muted.
There he
I
is.
said lizards on sticks with hot sauce, right? For breakfast.
For breakfast.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Breakfast of champions.
It is. It really is. But yeah, we should invite everyone else. I'm just gonna knock on everyone else's room and be like, hey guys, what are you doing? Whose room do I get to first?
I'm gonna leave it up to you because you guys picked your own rooms. You were just given a corridor, so you can tell me what order the rooms are in. Who's sharing a wall with who?
Okay. Well, I guess I don't know. The first one I get to is Clara. And I just bang on the door. Wake up! Wake up! Breakfast time!
She opens the door with like a hot chocolate in one hand and a book in the other. Just like, good morning to you two.
Hello, you want to come get some breakfast?
Sure.
Sounds like we're gonna have a day. Seeing as all this, I guess you got the message.
Yeah, you got that too, huh?
Yeah. Feel like, a good lizard on a stick is what we need to start our day. You down? You gonna come?
Yeah, let me just get my bookmark and I'll grab my things. And she's gonna like carefully go in, mark her page, like put her bookmark in her book and just fold it, put it back in and follow you out.
Okay. You decide.
I'm really tempted to just take the book off her, like just fold the book and give it back, just to see if she goes nuts.
Are you tempted or do you do
nice.
that? Okay, right. Sorry, just have to clarify.
Yeah. Whose room do we get to next, Clara?
Oh, she'd probably be next to Is It.
Alright, bang on the
Yes.
door. Bang. Wake up! Wake up!
I open the door. With one hand, and in the other three hands, I've got a weapon in each hand. And I'm like, "Come on, let's go!
Whoa!
I'm ready."
But we're thinking about breakfast. I don't know if you want to hunt our breakfast or but we do have sounds like we got a job today.
Did you have 3 weapons, or was one of those metaphorical?
No, that'd be 7 weapons. I reluctantly put my weapons away, sheathe them, and then trundle out of the room, slightly disheartened.
That you don't get to kill anyone yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can decide who we get to next.
I think we go and wake up Lost, to be honest. He's been helping me the last couple of nights with some of my stuff on computers. Been a good boy, been teaching me some things, so let's go and pick him up.
Alright. Bang! Open up! FBI!
I'm going to open up and just kind of distractedly connecting my personal comms unit to Aldous's matrix, so I don't miss any messages, don't miss any blind bids on my auction stuff, and kind of distractedly shuffle out the door, shrugging into my backpack and picking up my staff. All right, where are we off to?
Breakfast.
Sounds great. Lead the way.
Yes, let's go. And then I'm gonna knock on Ormangander's door, but I've already texted him. I know he's down.
I thought we were already together.
Oh, are we already together? Okay, cool.
That's what I assumed.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
I'm just wondering around behind the giant dragon, just smoking.
Yeah, let's go then. Let's go out into Absalom. Let's go find some breakfast, guys.
Hey Blaz, how's your online auction going? Have you managed to secure a buyer yet?
Just let me check. GM.
You have no messages as yet.
Ooh, what are you auctioning?
I'm trying to auction off my story of our little humanitarian aid mission in Hangar 42. I mean, you all got, NDA'd and slapped with a "you cannot tell this story" fee.
I don't recall an NDA. I don't recall signing anything.
Well, if it comes to it, if I get a decent price for the story, I'll probably hire you guys on as a bit of extra security for the day to keep me safe.
I've heard if you stick a buy it now on, you can do a lot better at your sales. That's what I've heard. So maybe it's worth buy it now, or I'll make an offer.
Digital marketing knowledge from Is It?
So you're wandering down the one of the sort of kind of commercial district streets of Absalom. What are you looking for, food wise?
Obviously, there's lizard on stick vendors everywhere.
Yeah, and you know what? You know those two guys you've met so far?
Yeah,
They get around. They get around. They have multiple pitches.
yeah.
It might be that the two you've met so far are the same guy.
They're just following me around.
I mean,
Is it?
you have
is
them
it
for
a
breakfast.
franchise?
You're a good market.
Guys, where do we want to go? What do we want to eat? Lizards on sticks are great, but they might not be for everyone. We should have a little look around. Maybe Aldous' club has some good food.
Ooh.
But I feel like,
Yeah. What
It's a
kind of?
good idea.
Is it?
That's
Is
cheap.
it like a
It's cheap.
nightclub, or is it like the guards and cavalrymen's club? Or,
You have
what
been
kind of-
all you know is you've been given a location pin in the message from Aldous, and the location pin is marked the Gilded Flute.
Nice.
Okay.
Mm.
So I'm going to make a suggestion here. Let's
Is
kind
it a brothel?
let's wander in the direction of the Gilded Flute and find some sort of coffee house or diner or breakfast place nearby. Hello, you've got a new companion.
Yeah, I've managed to pick up a little cat friend.
Hi, Bob.
Well, as you're making your way over to the Gilded Flute, I mean, Absalom's a very cosmopolitan place. There is food from all of the major races and a load of the minor ones. There's, Kasathan cuisine, there's Lashunta cuisine, there's human cuisine. I mean, it's, I guess, like all
Is there
of us-
any all-you-can-eat, mixed cuisine buffets?
So there's an all you can eat Ysoki place. There is an all you can eat Ysoki. If that's what you're
Is it
feeling.
run by Yosokis or served Yosokis?
It's Ysoki cuisine. It's Ysoki
Okay.
cuisine.
Yeah.
So
Beetles and grubs and stuff.
well, I mean, I guess there's only one way to find out.
Hey guys, what about this place? This looks, nice and cheap. I'm kind of running out of credits.
I'm a little bit skint-faced, so wherever you guys want to eat is fine. I'll just come and drink water.
As you make your way up to the Ysoki place, it's quite small, quite low key. Some might say cozy, some might say pokey. There is a menu of sorts outside. If you wanted to check it out, you can just go straight in.
I do like to look at menus.
Can you even fit in there, Face? It's a bit
I'm looking at the door, and I'm giving it like a chin scratch. I'm like,
It's a squeeze for you to get through for sure. As you look at the menu, it says all you can eat stuff, 10 credits.
Guys, they've got stuff here. Have you never had
Love stuff.
Oh my god!
I love stuff.
Stuff is great. Stuff is brilliant. You got to try stuff.
Stuff is what dreams are made of.
Okay, well, as you make your way in, it's It's a pretty okay. This is not a high class establishment. I can tell you that now.
It's an all-you-can-eat, right?
It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Yeah, and there are a lot of should we say budget-sensitive customers in the place. And there's a large,
like us.
There's a large There's a large table laid out with all kinds of largely stews and finger foods, kind of like nibbly buffet kind of finger buffet stuff. And it's very eclectic. It's very eclectic. In fact, you wouldn't really look at it and go, "Oh, that's somebody's kind of planetary or national cuisine." It doesn't really have that vibe. It's quite eclectic. And as you find yourselves at a table, there are more Ysoki coming in from the back rooms with like kind of what look like metal baskets of assorted other dishes. Again, very, very, very random selection. Yeah, there's a booth if you'd like a booth. Take a seat, and really, Ysoki just buzzled past you and just like, over there. And points to the buffet table.
Are these the insect creatures?
They're the
These are
they're the little rat
rats,
people.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait.
Please tell me one of them's called Remy.
I guess you would have to approach a few NPCs to find out. But you don't see any name badges with Remy on them.
Not even with her keen eyes that she clearly...
Yeah.
No, not even with your keywords. There are no Remys here unless they're in the back.
Well, I mean, if there was a Remy...
That's where you'd hope they'd be.
I am going to go straight to the buffet and just get a plate full of stuff.
Cool. One of the Ysoki looks a little bit nervously at you. As if, like, shit. Why, this is the problem with the all-you-can-eat model. Is when this guy rocks up. But,
yeah.
They are rats of their word. And you can feel free to fill a plate. The plate does look somewhat comically small next to you, though.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like get as much as I safely can on the plate without just dropping it everywhere, and then look at the Ysoki that was kind of worried, and just give him a little wink and smile at him, and then go back to the table.
Just imagining this giant fucking dragon just like.
The rest of you, wait, how are you?
Banging, knocking customers over with his wings. Just...
Yeah.
I'm like, just trying to like.
Yeah, it's a rat-sized booth for sure. The rest of you filling up plates, or any of you had a big breakfast? Where are we at?
I used 3 of my hands. I've got 3 plates in, like one plate in each hand. The other one's scooping food into each hand, and I scuttle off to sit next to Face, and I basically just give him the 2 plates extra that I've just picked up because he's a big lad. He needs his food. I pick up a thing that looks a bit meaty in my stew, and I just rub it on the floor, and then I eat it.
Is this another is it tradition?
No, I'm just feeling homesick, and everything's got fucking sand in it at home. And
Gotcha. Needed some
having
grit.
smooth food. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Cool. So is it gritting up his dinner?
Is there an equivalent of coffee in this place?
There is something stewed and strong smelling in a large urn on the end of the buffet.
Okay, I've already eaten back at our digs. I think what I'll do is I'll just I'll shuffle in by next to Face, like sort of squeeze up next to him, and I'll puff away on one of my cheroots and sip on my coffee.
Okay. Who does that leave us with? That leaves us with Clara and Fish.
As many warm, meaty things as I can get on that plate, I'm putting on that plate.
Kibble and bits for Clara?
Down and nom.
Okay.
Fish is gonna try and chat up some of the staff and see if he can get a little bit of intel on whether or not they've heard anything about Hangar 42.
Okay. Right. So you're gonna hover on the bar, are you?
Yeah. I'm gonna leave some extra space for Face to spread out into, and I'll go and stand and try and catch the eye of some bar staff.
Give me a quick perception check, please.
Perception. That is actually a skill. Hang on. 8.
8. Okay. All right. That's all I needed from you. Okay. Did you say you were eating? Sorry.
No, I
You're
can't
just-
afford
just
to
gonna-
eat.
Just gonna save you money. Okay. Right. Well, everybody's tucking in, having a lovely breakfast. The food. I mean, it's not the best you've had since you've been on the station. It's it's not. It's pretty flavorless. It's pretty bland.
So much for a lovely breakfast.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it is cheap. The thing is that Ysoki cooking. Ysoki will largely eat whatever they can get their little paws on, and that worldview is reflected in the cooking. So Ysoki food tends to be like scavenged meats and cheeses and stuff. So there's a good chance that this is basically like this is giveaways from other restaurants, stuff that's maybe like a day over.
Hey, some of that stuff's really good.
Right, and yeah, absolutely. You know what? And they do make some of it work. It's just
I had
slightly
leftovers for dinner
questionable.
tonight.
I'm going to actually quote from the rulebook here. It's questionable in colour, quality, and texture.
Nice.
But it is cheap.
That's why you need.
So not
This is why you
properly
need floor
refrigerated
seasoning.
leftovers.
To my big dragon mouth, it's all the same anyway. So,
Can you all please, everybody who ate, please can you give me a fortitude saving throw?
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
I'm feeling great
Smug
about my
look of
decision.
best superiority.
Oh, that's not a good roll. Oh no.
I got 10.
Do I have, before I get smug, do I have to do that for the coffee as well?
The coffee I did describe as strong smelling and heavily brewed. Yes, please. Can you give me a fortitude as well?
Yeah, sure.
Arconoming chat. Gourmet
Hey. 12.
garbage.
Oh,
Was that? How do you do, Sam?
12.
12,
Gourmet
okay.
garbage. Brilliant.
Okay.
I've
got
got
10.
3.
Oh.
Oh.
18.
18. Okay, so obviously the wiping it on the floor really helped. Is it? That's how you toughen up one's immune system. So do that, kids. Make sure you're wiping all your food on the floor before you eat it. You feel no ill effects from the food, and it does bring
I
back
loved it.
a little taste of home. Same for you,
I'm
Ormaganda.
back for seconds.
You had just a fairly nice cup of coffee. You got a fairly strong constitution. Nothing. You've not had any worse in the trenches. Clara and Face potentially because of the amount you ate. Clara, maybe because you're going for the little meaty morsels more, but you are feeling just a little bit under the weather.
It's that sensitive doggy digestive system.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it's just the travel, but it's not sitting right. That's not
Does,
sitting right.
does Clara actually look sick? Like, is she a bit green?
She's gone
I
a
mean,
bit
I'm already
pale.
pale.
Well, yeah, no, but
He is,
like
isn't
what does she look like?
She starts just like panting, like.
She starts like
ears go
whacking her
down.
ass on the floor, just like dragging herself.
So if I notice she's looking a bit green about the gills, I kind of like blow like a plume of smoke into her face, and I'm like, "You all right, mate?"
I won't tell you just yet how bad this is going to get, but
Oh no!
you're feeling a little unsettled. You're just a little bit unsettled. But, all in all, a successful breakfast. You settle up the bill. Please, everybody who ate, please deduct 10 credits from your coffers. Don't worry, keep the receipt though. Maybe Aldous will cover it. You never know.
I'm just going to add the receipt to my inventory.
How much was the coffee, Jay?
That was only a couple of credits. It's fairly light. doing that. Something exciting happened.
A new map.
Well, there might be a new map. There'll be part of a new map. I've got to do something. So I'm just getting that set as we speak. Bear with me. So yeah, so you continue making your way across, across the joint, across Absalom Station. I tell you what, week 4 and the descriptions are already started to sag, haven't they?
We should have asked where to go for breakfast. This is his place. Yeah.
It
She's
is.
been like, where's a good place for a cheap hearty breakfast which isn't going to give Clara food poisoning?
Well, it's too late now.
Yeah, it's always good to know for later, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, as we make our way to the club, I'm like just keeping my eye out for any like public restroom facilities for these two, just in case.
Her tail is tucked firmly between her legs.
I feel a bit iffy, but it's probably because I'm just too full, right? It's fine.
Well, I guess all we can hope is that is the limit of the horrors this Halloween. But I guess we'll see.
He
Right.
also keeps doing that thing dogs do, where they keep licking the air.
Nah.
That thing they do where you know they're gonna throw up soon, but you're not quite sure when. She just keeps like licking her lips and licking the air, just like.
Okay. On your way.
I kind of nudge Face in the ribs, and I'm like, the dog thing. Is this normal behavior?
Dog.
I need to stress, by the way.
Wow.
Nobody knows what a dog is in this universe. There are no dogs.
So
in this universe.
I don't know how I'd describe it, because again, sorry, what's the species called again? How would he?
Blacker.
Vlaka. Yeah.
Vlaka. So I suppose you'd be like, what's with the Vlaka? Is that normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not met too many of them, but it doesn't seem normal. Yeah, I think the breakfast might not have done her good. Hey, how you feeling? Hi.
I need a hot chocolate.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
That tasted like shit.
Sorry.
I'm afraid to say that you are both
Okay.
now suffering from the weakened affliction.
Weakened?
Well,
What does that do?
your constitution has been weakened. So
Damn it. I rolled a 10.
yeah, well, you know what? You shoveled down a lot of food. The DC was
It's
relatively high on that.
really bad food.
The victim takes a -2 penalty.
Yeah,
to
who would have thought that could have happened?
You're taking a -2 penalty to fortitude saves, constitution checks, and constitution-based DCs. So, yeah, anytime you're using constitution for, the foreseeable, you're on a -2, I'm afraid, guys. Sorry about that.
This is what happens.
-2 to fortitude. What and what? Sorry.
I'm just gonna say to Clara, I'm sure Aldous will have some sort of magical potion to make you feel better, because he seems like that kind of guy.
I really hope
And
so.
I think he would definitely give you one, because he's a generous employer.
I better be careful with my my empath abilities when I'm feeling like this. I don't want to make everyone else feel queasy.
Yeah, it you know what? It'll be fine. Trust me. Just give it a little pat on the head.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Just a slight happy flick of the tail, just the tiniest little flick of the tail, the head pat.
I am, like, literally right this second doing a little... Oh, god damn it. Sorry, I've just got to There we go. Hide base.
That's our cue to fill for 5 more minutes, guys.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I'm literally just rattling off a little Aldous figure because I made one, and it'd be a crime not to use him.
I would be.
Yeah, right. And yeah, there's someone else as well. So just honestly, you're walking across town, talking amongst yourselves for a minute. I'll be right with you.
So maybe just next time, if for the choice of eatery, not the eatery that's run by what are basically rats. Is that what we're going with?
I just kind of wanted somewhere cheap, you know. But yeah, maybe that wasn't the best idea. It doesn't, might have a little bit of a mistake. It's been a long time since I've been here. Maybe we'll ask this guy next time.
You don't find out where not to eat until you've eaten there first.
Exactly.
Well, as long as you satiated your ratatouille fantasies, we're good. I guess we're not getting in a hurry.
Don't worry,
I'm
getting the last guy, and then we'll be good.
Laz might be able to point out some human eateries to trial next time if credits come his way at some point.
I'm just like, hey, when in Rome, you eat rat food. That's the saying. Anything that begins with an R: rat food, Roman food, rabbit food, reptile food.
Rabbit food.
Speaking
would be
of
nice,
reptile
though.
food, actually, is there?
We could have had more lizards on sticks.
That is a
everyone would be
safe choice. That is a safe choice. You know what? Lizards on sticks it is.
Next time,
yeah.
lizards on sticks.
Anything to take this fucking taste away.
I'll look. Do I have a? I'll have a quick look and see if I've got.
Is there anywhere we can
anything
find
helpful? Yeah.
Can we? Is there anywhere we can find some sort of like Ipecac equivalent? Like
Hygiene kit? Would that help?
Um,
Would that have any I don't know.
Hygiene kit, no. But yeah, you could potentially have a look for a little kind of apothecary type.
Have I got any
medical
in my
facility.
med kit?
You, I don't know. What do you have in your med kit? Maybe.
It doesn't really describe it very well. It's just generic med stuff. Hang on. Let me rustle around in the backpack and have a peek here. Med kit.
It's having a little
basic.
rummage. Kids having a rummage.
Antiseptic spray, bandages, handheld instruments. Doesn't say anything about Ipecac, I'm afraid. So I could jam a handheld instrument down your throat if you think that would help.
Yeah, it might not be...
maybe we just need to make Clara Chunder. So
I mean, not just put her
the old
outside
safety
until she
bomb.
does.
Are you advocating the safety bomb?
Can you not
yeah.
huck up a hairball or something? Will that not help?
You know what? I'll write it out.
Okay.
Who's got the smallest hands?
I mean, Izzit's got 4. He won't miss one if an accident were to occur.
It's very true.
Okay, folks. So you are. I mean, the sun's started to set. It sets quite early on Absalom because of the nature of the station and its orbit around the nearest sun. But you soon make it to the Gilded Flute. And if you give me just a second, I will show you exactly what the crack is with the Gilded Flute.
So is it early evening as we arrive? Is there?
It's early evening, yeah. Like basically the whole scene's starting to kick off, warm up. Sorry, I'm just dropping some people into our little scene here.
Seeing this map just made me remember a conversation that we had, I think it was last week, about trying not to do giant maps.
So listen. Yeah, you know what?
It does
Yes.
look really pretty. Though.
It does look really
Oh
good.
wow, yeah, it's big.
Okay, so let's join.
This
let's,
is really cool.
Let's join chat in on what's going on here. Okay, there we go. So there's the map, folks. Oh, that's not the map at all. There we go. Let me just switch back over to this one. Look. There we go. So we are currently outside the Gilded Flute. Now this is a very. It's like definitely the going out part of town. I mean, there are many around Absalom, but this is one of them. The streets are thronged with people, and it's a real mixture as well. It's people who clearly from moneyed backgrounds, swanning around in fine cruisers and even finer finery. But there are also just, like dock workers. There are like space truckers out for their kind of equivalent of a Saturday night out. It's a very diverse crowd, and the Gilded Flute is definitely like a large highlight on the nightlife calendar in this neck of the woods, the Hangar 42 district. So yeah, as you approach it, there are two more floors to this map, but
Jesus.
they are somewhat under construction. But you can see the facade of the Gilded Flute. The interesting thing about this part of town is it's formed on where the ring where the ships come into Absalom. There are like huge structural elements that kind of hold the ring to the main station, right? But these are not like just pillars or sticks holding the thing on. They are like leant over skyscrapers. And actually there are floors and floors and floors of commerce and residences moving down these large, like I say, leant over skyscrapers that actually form part of the structure of Absalom Station. And so most of the hangars in the 40s all come in along the side of this kind of curved vertical stanchion that makes up actually an awful lot of buildings, and that's where you find the Gilded Flute. So I will drop some minis onto the map. You are starting off outside the Gilded Flute, but tell me what you're up to while I just get these minis into place. Oh my word, Facey's very big today. It's too big even for Face.
Looks like we're here, guys. We made it. We made it. It's been a long day, short day. We've been walking. That's all I remember. It looks pretty fancy, right? I mean, I knew this guy was rich, but like, this is it's a big place.
Something tells me they might not serve hot chocolates here.
I reckon if you get to know the staff, they will definitely source you a hot chocolate.
Maybe they have a chocolate flavored shot that I can try.
Ooh,
That sounds good.
Blaz has got his head on a swivel a little bit because he knows we're back in the district where shit got real not a few days ago, and just kind of conveys to the others that might want to keep their wits about them a little bit.
Well, as you look around, you do notice that obviously there are security. I'll be adding some of those in a minute. But, there's security on the doors. There's also a fairly trained, fairly serious-looking dude up on a balcony about 2 stories up, overlooking the street, almost like a sentry. It's a pretty well protected little stronghold.
Gonna encourage us to all, as a party, stroll up to the entrance and say confidently, "We're here to see Mr. Callahan."
Okay, and at the front doors, you see one of Aldous's many service droids. There's going to be a few more of these that I'll be dotting about the place. But yeah, they're kind of like in smart tuxes. More robotic androids than you're perhaps used to. A lot of androids are basically self-aware, humanoid in nature. So you're quite used to kind of like people-like androids around the place, but these are a bit more your kind of classic sci-fi automatons, I guess you would say. They scan your IDs, and you can make your way into the club. So you should be able to move your own minis.
Is the automaton holding what look to be like hors d'oeuvres? Or...
There are hors d'oeuvres, yes. There are hors d'oeuvres. There would be more automatons that aren't holding hors d'oeuvres, but time was a factor.
This is definitely a pizza.
Well,
it's a pepperoni pizza.
Or it could be a strawberry cheesecake.
Charcuterie. It's a plate of charcuterie.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to sample, confident in the knowledge I'm not going to get. You guys.
When I get in, can I have a look around and see if there's anyone that looks super important or businessman-like, or anyone that might be represented by Arca Corp?
Oh, good question.
Okay. I'll let you do some perception checks as you move around the space, yeah. Give me one now.
Okay.
As you first make your way in.
13.
Okay. There are plenty of smart-dressed patrons. But as far as determining whether or not any of them might work for Arcacore, no real way to tell. They're very much on their night out. But no name badges, no identifying characteristics. So.
All right. Okay. I'm more looking. I'm sort of looking for people who are like heavily guarded as well. Obviously, weapons probably wouldn't be allowed in here, but I assume someone like that would have some personal security.
It's certainly a fair assumption. You don't spot anybody as yet matching that description. No.
Okay.
Blaz is going to swipe a socially unacceptable number of hors d'oeuvres from a platter on his way past.
Nice. Okay, yeah, scooping them things up.
Ormancander just takes a whole platter. It's just like, thanks. It's just like...
But sir, he thinks better of it. He recognises you as one of the boss's new squeezers.
Grab a couple of fistfuls as well, just trying to get that fucking taste out of her mouth.
Nice. Okay.
It's a bold strategy, Con. Let's see how that pays off.
Yeah.
It's like she's got a lot of them, but she's not eating them quickly. She's just like really savouring each and every one, making it last as long as she can.
I'm very satisfied with the amount of food that I've eaten, so I'm just keeping my eyes open as I'm walking through.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or?
I'm just looking in places where I would hide if I was wanting to ambush somebody.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm kind of looking towards the blind spots, the dark areas, just to see if there's anybody nefarious hanging around.
I will tell you that around the dance floor, surrounding the dance floor area, and in fact, let me just.
Oh shit! My camera died. Oh, one sec.
You can already see that there is a catwalk ringing the dance floor. There is a second floor to this building, at the very least.
Any computers or terminals around that I can see?
There are the terminals on the desk next to you, which are mainly used for ticketing, guest list, that sort of thing. So yeah, front of house computers, box office computers, I guess you could say. They're also taking tickets for people's coats, and then pointing them in the direction of the bottom left corner of the map, where there is a cloakroom collection-y bit.
Oh, I used to have that job. Do not feel great for that person.
Okay, so what are you doing? This is your space to explore.
I'm gonna. There's a bar, right? There's definitely a bar that I can see from here.
There are 2 bars at the far end of the building, and we'll zoom out for chat so they can see them. The greeny areas
Okay.
are your bar areas.
I was just gonna say, guys, should we? I haven't seen Aldous here yet. Should we go maybe grab a drink at the bar, see what's going on, have a little look around, see what we can deduce about this place?
Sounds like
I
a
think
plan.
I might just wander over here and ask one of these very nicely dressed droids, see if they know where he is.
Sounds good.
So you want to talk to one of the service droids?
Yeah.
Slowly make my way over.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. It's all right. It was just there we go. Testing. Robot voice. Yeah. Can I help you, sir?
Yes, Mr. Callahan's expecting us. He asked us to come. Could you point us in his direction, please?
I would imagine Mr. Callahan will be backstage.
This is the first time that I've been, and that was very helpful, but could you point me to where backstage is, please?
The large, very bright area over there is the stage. You will find backstage behind said stage.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Getting mugged off again.
Cool. Well, guys, I can see that there's like an entrance in the distance to the backstage. There is a bar next to it if you wanted to just hang around there.
I have already made my way. You know, I'm I kind of just wandered to the bar. But yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Oh.
Clara just says, "I'll let him know," and just like tries to catch up with Face.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll head to the bar as well.
I'll follow the group and attempt to discern a way backstage.
Now, I know we've just moved like 675 feet there.
That's fine,
Is
yeah.
that okay?
Yeah, it's fine because we're not in a fight, so the movement is just you're just moving about, you're just wandering around.
Cool.
Which bar are we going to? The one on the the one on the left. Okay.
Yeah. Lefty loosey, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the bartender when I get there.
Okay, yeah.
And so, hello, excuse me, hello.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Hi. What? Got any good drinks here?
Well, I can certainly recommend a Premium Sunrise, sir.
And that would be.
That would be 4 credits.
But what's in it?
Well, it's a mixture of fruit juices and sweet things, and some foliage, and of course, stimulants.
Oh, that sounds great.
I'll take 2.
2 Premium Sunrises, of course.
Yeah, one for me as well. Anyone else?
You have
Hello.
anything chocolate flavored?
We may have some chocolate shorts that you may appreciate.
Chocolate shorts?
Yes, they small drinks, chocolate flavoured, and have a slight numbing effect.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Did I hear
2 chocolate num-nums.
maybe
Coming up.
Fish wanted a drink?
I was going to abstain and whip out my comm unit, see if I can get a message to Aldous that we're here, and if he wants any work out of us, he better come quickly, because the guys are at the bar.
Okay.
Hey, it's just work pre-drinks. It's
I need
What was
something
that, 4
stronger than hors
credits?
d'oeuvres.
Like any other day of the week, everyone needs a couple of drinks before work.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, as your drinks are being prepared by the dutiful android, I will just zoom in the map here. So there, here's our team chat. There they are, all over there at the bar, and just over here on the other side of the stage. Oh, who's this? It's only Otto Baratha. So yeah, he's just gonna have a little stroll over here, and yeah. I was at the other door.
Hello. Didn't
Hello.
see you there.
Mr. Callahan is in the back room. Follow me. And he leads you with his telepathic voice down this way, through the little backstage, and into this space here.
How much were the chocolate shots?
They were 3 credits apiece.
Okay.
Sorry.
So 6.
And backstage, you find our good friend Aldous Callahan. Well, hello, my darlings. I'm so glad you could make it.
Hello.
Good evening, morning, afternoon.
Well, who can tell in this part of town, am I right? Well, I do like the place. It's a favourite of mine. It's not my only club, but it has a special place in my heart.
Quite fancy, quite big. Big enough for me, which is always good.
Well, we don't like to discriminate, good sir, and we do like to bring in, well, the widest possible demographic, as I'm sure you can tell from our queue outside.
Are you calling him fat?
Diverse, my dear boy, diverse. Not enlarged.
Okay. I see how it is.
Can I get you anything while you're here? I see you've already found the bar.
I think Clara might be a bit sick.
Oh,
You got anything that could help that?
Terribly sorry to hear that. Well, I'm afraid I don't. I don't carry that sort of thing on me. I have a personal medic, but he's not here at the moment. I'll ask one of the bar staff to see if they can come up with any old, home-cooked recipes, remedies, remedials, and the like. But I'm afraid not right now. But I do hope you feel better soon, my dear.
Yeah, I mean, the taste has gone away a bit. Had some of those little things they were handing out, and a couple of shots.
Well, that often can steady the stomach, can't it, my dear? Well, I suppose I'd better get down to business then. Thank you for coming this way. I have an investigation for you. I came in today hoping that I would find that one of my young proteges, a young barmaid called Lexi, apparently hasn't turned up for her last couple of shifts. Now, it's not like her, and while we have had a certain transient element moving through the service staff on occasion, she's always been a very diligent worker. This is the 3rd day now she hasn't attended. I just wanted you to check up after her, make sure she was all right, and see if there's anything that we can do.
Is this the normal sort of job you give out?
I require a staff to attend to any number of needs.
No, fair. Just asking. You know.
But seeing as
I
you,
guess-
seeing as you do ask, of course, there is the possibility that foul play may be afoot. If that's the case, then I want my best team on it. You understand?
I'm gonna need more alcohol.
Yeah, I might need one more drink as well.
The last time I went looking for a missing person, I ended up in a cryopod.
Ah, yes, the cryopod. We must talk more about that at some stage. But right now, I really do need to track down poor old Lexi. She must be... I'm terribly concerned she may be in trouble.
What information do you have about her? What do we know? Do we know where she lives? Do we know the people she hangs around with?
She's not answering her comms unit.
No answer on comms, I'm afraid. Nobody's been round to her apartment yet, but that certainly could be a place to start. We have the address.
Sounds like the best place to start.
Yeah.
She has friends on staff, and
And none of
I'm
them
afraid I
thought
don't
to
personally
go-
know an awful lot about her.
She has friends, but none of them thought to go and check on her in person.
Maybe they're just work friends. You know.
Maybe we can get her friends' names. Not interrogate. Ask them some questions first, and then head to her apartment.
Yeah.
Good to
Sounds-
me.
That's why I'm suggesting that to you guys rather than
Yeah.
to Aldous.
Well-
Sounds.
Whatever you choose to do be quick about it. I really do want to get to the bottom of this, and if there's one thing I've learned from watching my own Hollows, it's that the first 48 hours is so important to achieving a satisfactory result in any investigation. So I will let you do what you do, and
Mr.
keep me
Callahan,
informed.
Do you have a gun you can lend me?
Again, I don't carry a suitable weapon for you. But I may be able to put you in contact with somebody who can supply you one at a, shall we say, a company discount.
That would be excellent. I didn't bring my own to the station.
What kind of soldier are you?
One who generally doesn't need a firearm.
Huh. Interesting. Well, we must talk about this some more another time. I will. There's no guarantee he'll be open, but I've sent you a pin to a good friend of mine. He'll do you a good deal.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're very welcome.
So, do we have a list of her friends in the club or her co-employees?
There are. I mean, Aldous has essentially kind of wafted you in the direction of the main room, in a kind of. They're in there. You get the feeling he doesn't necessarily
you are
mingle
dismissed,
too much with the
yeah.
bar staff.
Yeah,
but,
Dismissed, yeah.
but he's kind of like, friends.
So, Jay,
that lot.
are there the droids presumably who are serving the delicious canapes and charcuterie, and then are there just sort of various different, I guess not just humans but different species who are bar staff and such?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
There are workers of a variety of races working here at the club. The
what do you reckon-
androids are kind of like the main show staff because they all have a uniform look. They're kind of like the bellhops, I guess.
So I guess I'll say to these guys, what do you reckon we split up? Just try and first establish anyone who knows her within the club and then meet back in, say, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. See what we garner. What do you think?
Yeah. We'll take a section each. I reckon, and that'll be the quickest sweep of the building we can do.
I mean, the best person to, I guess, talk to everyone ideally would be Clara, but that will slow us down. So
Yeah.
Let me know if anyone seems suspicious and we can circle back around to them afterwards.
Oh, I'm sure lots of people here are suspicious. That's
But specifically about this.
Oh yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Right.
I questioned everyone in here that was suspicious if we would be here for an eternity.
I'm going to see if I can ask Mr. Callahan before he waves all of us out of his office whether or not he has any digital access on Lexi? What can I scrape up from the archives and databases about her?
Well, I'm afraid we don't keep very detailed records of our lower tiered employees. I merely know the account to which to pay her wages. I have a delivery address for her, but beyond that, I mean, the type of life that the type of person this work tends to attract, they're often not around very long, moving from place to place, as it were.
The unsavory type.
Well, I wouldn't say unsavory. We have a very eclectic clientele. But, I mean, there are certainly some who come through this part of the station that are, shall we say, mixed up in murkier things.
What species was she? Is she a human?
She was a human, yes.
That narrows down the search, to be fair. That helps. Yeah, I'm gonna go question some people.
Okay, where are you?
Let's
where
go,
at?
guys.
Are there bars on every floor, Jay?
So at the moment, you don't have access to the upper floors until I have built them.
Okay,
But
at
they
least
look
that
fucking sweet.
they look
kids.
amazing. But
It's
we're just
great
like,
up there, but you're not going up there right now. It's
He was
like when
like,
you
by
play
the
a
way,
computer game and
she
there's
doesn't.
the under construction tape up.
Yeah. So, by the way, she has no friends on the upper floors.
I'll open the upper floors until it gets too busy on the bottom floor.
Exactly. Thank
Exactly.
you. That is exactly it.
Yes.
It's still early.
Just
and the
Yeah,
staff don't
so-
mix.
I'm gonna assume we have access to like kitchen and other stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna start with the kitchen, obviously.
Yeah.
I want to try to look for any staff that might not be too scared to talk to me, as I am a big old dragon.
Okay. Yeah. So you're going to start in this store cupboard behind the bar.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see if there's anyone in there. See if there's anyone that I can talk to that won't immediately run away.
As you enter the store cupboard, no, it is currently empty. Just stores at the moment. All the staff seem to be beavering away behind the bar at current.
Okay, I'm just gonna shout, "Nobody in here! Let's let's go out into that area then." And just start walking. I'm just sipping my drink, walk into the bar. Yeah. I wanna just scan and see if there's anyone that's not afraid to talk to me. And then these guys can do
Okay.
tell you what they're doing.
I'll head across to the other bar then
Okay.
and see if there's any staff there. Right. There we go.
do we have staff a map that we can recognise?
Do you have what? Sorry, you can recognise.
Staff, people who work there.
You don't really recognise any of
Is
them
it-
yet. This is your first time at the Gilded Flute. So yeah, there's no one sort of recognisable.
I assume they'd be wearing some sort of uniform.
Oh, in terms of being able to pick the stuff out from the other attendees, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, they are wearing Gilded Flute, kind of quite glittery tops.
Ooh.
It's quite a
they
flamboyant
all-
joint.
Are they all different species as well?
Yeah, mainly human. The majority of the population on Absalom are human, but there are an awful. It's like, yeah, there's it's still a very eclectic population.
Are they represented on the map? Are they the little circle dudes?
Yeah,
is that
I've just chucked some
patrons?
tokens down to represent patrons. Yeah, there's a few regular staff members working behind each bar, along with the androids.
Okay. Well, I'll just go to the bar that we just got a drink from
Mhm.
and see if there's any people there that I can talk to.
Okay. Yeah. A young humanoid woman comes up to you and asks you what you want.
Hi, I'm just doing a little favor for Mr. Callahan. I just wondered if you'd be able to help me, if that's okay.
Well, anything for Mr. Callahan?
Well, we're just looking for Lexi. She seems to have been missing. I don't know if you know her well at all.
Oh, the new girl. Yeah, I've not seen her for a few days.
Do you know anything about her at all?
She worked the other bar, but she's friends with Darla, who works on the other side.
All right, that's great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I basically just relayed the information to Face because I
Ah,
just stood next to him. Face and
so,
Blaze, tell her she said.
so over there then.
You can tell me on our, because we both got comms units, and I can ask at the bar because I'm already there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lead. Let's go.
You to look for somebody called Darla.
Yeah, so I'll. Do they have name tags or anything, Jay? Or
No
are they
name
just-
tags, no.
Okay, so Darla. So I'm a Vesk. Is that a human woman's name? I'm like, yeah, I'll say to face. So is that a female or a male name?
I'm gonna guess female.
And in this case, you are correct. When you are you saying Darla out loud?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
so what Face has told me. I'll just see if whichever staff. Are they all female or is there?
No,
one,
there's some men and women both working behind the
Okay,
bar.
so how many staff are there on the bar?
There are 2 women and 1 man.
I'll beckon the nearest woman over to me then, if that's possible.
Hiya.
So, excuse me, do you know Darla?
Well, I should hope so. I am Darla.
Oh, nice to meet you, Darla. My name's Ormanganda. I'm in the service of Mr. Callahan.
Oh,
I understand you're friends with Lexi.
that's right. Yeah, I haven't seen her for a while though. Is everything okay?
Well, that's why I'm asking you. What your last interaction was with her? When did you last see her?
Yeah, did she seem all right?
I mean,
Yeah. I'm like,
it was a few.
yeah.
It was a few days.
Did she seem okay?
It was a few days ago. She seemed okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she seemed like she had something on her mind. But she's seeing that new guy, isn't she?
Right.
Is she?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Everyone's talking about it.
Do you know his name or where he could be found?
I don't. He's one of those, long hair, strappy types. Hangs out down the other end of town.
Do you know where he hangs out specifically? Bars, restaurants, or does he have a favorite joint?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, down there, the only place to go is the Madams. For that sort of thing.
What's the Madams? If you
Oh,
don't mind me asking.
It's another club. I mean, I don't feel like I should be sending you there, though. I think I'd be in trouble.
No, don't worry. You're not going to get into trouble. We're specifically trying to find Lexi. So any information you can give us, any leads that will allow us to at least try and find out what's happened to her, where she's gone, you're helping us. You're helping Mr. Callahan.
Well, I mean, yeah, she just started seeing this guy. I don't know. I mean, we talk at work, but we didn't really get into each other's personal lives,
So
Do you know what he was called?
I don't. K something. I don't know.
Is there anybody here that's closer to Lexi that might know the answer to that? Would that information be stored on the front desk? If he came in, would he be on a guest list or anything?
He's never been in here. It's not his kind of place. He
Would
likes
Clara be able to extract information? If, for example, if she's heard the name but she can't remember it, say, so it's not that she's necessarily concealing anything from us. It's just that she can't recall it. Would Clara be able to tap that and maybe establish whether or not there's a name?
I would argue that it's not with detect thoughts, because I think detect thoughts is surface thoughts. I think if it was on the surface, it'd be knowledge you already have, rather than sort of subliminal stuff.
But she seems quite genuine, this lady, anyway. To me at least. I mean, can I?
You can do a sense motive check.
Check, yeah. So let me check. So which check should I do?
Sense motive.
Sense motive. Where was that? Oh yeah, sense motive. Okay. No, 5. So.
Yeah, the tech thought more grows in sorry, I was just reading through the spell description. It grows in area, not in depth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, you don't detect any.
I mean, I'm a
chicanery
7-foot
on her
warrior
part.
lizard. Empathy's not really my thing.
Yeah.
The only motive you can detect is kill.
Yeah.
She's
Time to start wailing.
She's looking at you. You can tell she wants to help, but she's also a bit like, I've got customers to serve, and so she starts tending to them.
Yeah. I'll say thank you very much, darling. I won't take up any more of your time.
And she goes back to.
I guess I'll tell these guys whoever wasn't in on that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts?
Yeah. We're all stood around you. We've heard it all.
Okay, cool.
Sounds like we need to go downtown, guys.
To the madam.
Well, maybe. What about the other 2 people that are here? We've got there's another guy and a girl that work the bar. Is it worth asking them any questions? Do you think?
Yeah.
I just beckon over the guy. I'm like, hey, guy. Hey.
Scuddy.
Yeah. Hello. How you doing?
Hello.
We're conducting an investigation for Mr. Aldous.
Oh, an investigation.
It's the new girl Lexi.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you know her very well at all, or
not very well? No.
No. Anyone other than Darla know her very well?
The girls, they keep themselves to themselves.
Oh, it's that kind of place. Okay.
I don't know what you mean, this kind of place.
Nothing. It's fine. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
I'm a little disconcerted by the amount of eyebrows that he keeps raising when he's talking. I don't know if this is a facial tic or whether it's a sign that he's actually hiding something.
Yeah, I got a weird feeling off this guy that he might know something, but he might just be weird. You never know.
Give me a sense motive, both of you.
Okay. 3.
9.
You can't. Maybe you're right. You can't pin anything down to the eyebrow movements. Maybe he's just weird.
I feel like he wants to follow in Aldous's shoes and be the eccentric rich guy. He gives me the same vibe that Aldous gives me.
Right.
Clearly, our Saurian blood is preventing us from being any good at sensing anybody's motives.
Yeah, I mean, Clara, do you want to check this guy maybe? See if he's... he was a bit weird. There could be something interesting going on in there.
Empathetic big guns, that's what we need.
I just want to get a look inside his head, honestly. It could be interesting.
All right, I'm just trying to figure out which one would be more helpful if I just went straight to detect thoughts or if I tried the empathic communication first. But I think I want to hear what this guy's thinking. So I'm going to do detect thought.
Okay, as you stare at him across the bar, and the sound of the music and the general movement of people just dies away. You start to sense something from him, and it's something it definitely triggered something when they asked about Lexi, and yeah, he straight away that subject made him slightly uncomfortable. You can delve broader if you continue to stare at him across the bar, or you can leave it at that.
I'd like to delve a little bit more.
Open your mind. Actually, what you're detecting, this wasn't discomfort. It was some a hint of jealousy. It turns out our bartender friend was maybe carrying a little bit of a candle for Lexi.
Oh.
And now we can't. Because everyone's talking about her new boyfriend in front of him. God damn.
It would be a crime of passion, you know.
And
What these jealous types are like.
Yeah, it seems that that's essentially what you're picking up on is. Yeah.
Can I tell if it's more of a sad jealousy or an angry jealousy?
As with all jealousy, it's both. He's a little bit. You sense that he's annoyed with people talking about this new boyfriend, and you detect some sadness that he's not the one. And that's probably all you're going to get off a surface thought read.
Okay. Clara's gonna kind of just get closer to him and just say, if there's anything else you can tell us about what could have happened to Lexi, I'm sure she would be really appreciative of you helping her return.
Well, I don't know what she do. She's a big girl. She can make her own decisions.
Doesn't sound like she's made a very good decision if this new man in her life has anything to do with her not turning up for work.
Man. A deviant. Don't even talk to me about this man.
Well, we kind of need information about this man.
Peers up at you. Give me a persuasion or intimidate check, please, Faith.
I am going to do intimidate because I feel like he's not going to cooperate just because he's that kind of person. 15.
Nice.
Yeah, he's like, well, I don't know much. What do you want to know?
Well, do you know where he hangs out? What he looks like? His name? Any one of those three would be helpful.
I don't know his name. I know where he'd probably hang out. Down the alleys. The other end of the district. It's where all the deviants go.
Does he mean literally alleys, or is there another venue called the alleys?
There is an area of this district called the alleys.
Okay.
Is that where the Madams is?
It is also where the Madams is.
I was just gonna gently put a hand on his shoulder and just say, "Thank you. If she is in any trouble, we will make sure to let her know that you are the one that helped us most in getting her back."
A little bit of the uppity facade drops a little bit, and there's a kind of a little look of recognition there. Like that got through on some level, but then he returns to his bluster and his tumblers.
Guys, we still don't know what this person looks like.
Well,
Or do we have a name?
I have security footage in here.
But he's
never been in here.
He's never been in.
Oh.
Well, according to...
Someone said he was long hair and strappy. That's not much to go on, but
Yeah.
we can definitely have a look for that.
He's no 10-foot dragon, mate.
Oh well, not many are.
Strappy like muscular or strappy like he wears a lot of straps? Because those are two very different vibes.
I got
Yeah,
the
I was like-
suspenders vibe, this sort of like leather suspenders.
Mm.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. Is that-
Yeah. I say we go down to the alleys.
Maybe we could hit her apartment first, because that might. I mean,
She could just be at home.
She could be at home, probably unlikely, or pictures. Maybe she might have a picture of this guy, and then at least that would be a next thing, of assistance to us in trying to find him, right?
True.
You think?
Oh, before we go though, and I'm just going to turn around and say, does anyone here have Lexi's number or any way to communicate with her? Because that could also be helpful.
Darla gives you and flicks across her Lexi's contact details for her personal comms unit. Over to yours.
Thank you very much, Darla. That is brilliant. I'll just try and give her a call. Why not? Just ring.
And the space ring rings out. You are forwarded to a messaging service, and there is no response.
That does seem a bit fishy, although I don't usually answer unknown IDs either, but gotta give it a try, right? Gotta give it a try. Well, guys, which one do we want to do?
I think you want to triangulate her phone. Is there any like technology that we could use to work out where her phone is?
There are ways of tracking down the location of a personal comms unit. However, it is incredibly high tech. It's a high tech and expensive process. Otherwise, nobody would use personal comms units. They need to remain relatively untraceable for people to have taken them up. So
I think we should check out her apartment first.
Let's do it. I assume we got the address off Mr. Callahan.
You did.
Yeah.
So you're on your way to Lexi's flat. Okay, so we are in the second half. It's official. Okay, fine. Sorry, I definitely am not dialing up more spooky sounds, but there is one called Ghostly Clusters.
I suggest if we hear any spooky sounds, we head in a different direction. Because that's the mistake people always make in the movies, isn't it?
Sorry, I love these patches. Anyway, we were storytelling, weren't we, folks?
Nice.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need to keep my books off the keyboard just in case I need to. Okay. So, tell me about your travels. You've set off from the Gilded Flute, correct? In the break, you were trudging across across. Let's call it District 42, shall we? It's the 40s hangars district where all this is taking place. And as you make your way down, like I say, this is a vertical structure. Okay, so you've got all these apartment complexes and clubs and businesses and all the rest of it, kind of stacked on a sloping stack of toast like this, right? But as you get down towards the lower levels of this structure, now you're getting into what they call the alleys. And the alleys, there's, to not put no too fine a point on it, is very much the kind of the red light district of this particular part of Absalom Station. I mean, they have multiple red light districts, but this is District 42's red light district. And and again, it's a very eclectic group of people. people who are just on a brief stop off, a little trade stop off, doing a bit of trucking, up to the aristocrats, and everybody in between.
Truckers and prostitutes, she's dead.
But where are you heading to first as you make your way into this? It's a little bit of a seedy part of town, but it's.
Is this where she lives?
Yeah,
she lives on the outskirts of this district.
Yeah. Okay. For some reason, I've just
first.
Yeah, I feel like everyone apartment first.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I've just got this really weird feeling that I'm being followed, or that there's something, just behind me that I don't know is there.
Give me a perception check.
Oh shit!
That actually put chills up my spine.
It's all about the keys, baby. You got to have the keys.
12.
12. You don't. There's no one. You can't spot anyone following you.
Okay.
The feeling hasn't gone away, but you don't see anybody kind of tailing you. No pun intended. Eh? Am I right?
Hey.
Hey.
Blaz is going to surreptitiously cast Ghost Sound and make Face think that he can hear footsteps about 20 feet behind him.
That's so cruel. I love it.
Ooh.
I was just going to say that he turns around and I'm literally walking behind him, like just chewing on a lizard on a stick.
Brilliant. Okay, so Blaz is giving face the creeps. Oh my goodness, just eating lizards on sticks again, and you're making your way towards Lexi's apartment. It's a fairly rundown apartment building. It's not a dive. It's not a squat. It's seen better days. This is definitely a lived-in kind of working class part of the station. And as you make your way up to it, there's a couple of like sort of fruit vendors, and it's like a works van, or the equivalent of a works van, sort of parked outside. Couple of people doing some maintenance. And yeah, as you head into the apartment, there's just a couple of lights, not entirely well connected, just blinking, just flickering as you make your way into the apartment. What do you do?
I still think someone's following. Are we actually in her apartment now, or are we just in the building?
You tell me. You're out the building. Do you want to go in, or you tell me, guys?
Yeah, I think we go in. Face, you go first.
I'll go first. Me go first. Okay. Is there any like sort of concierge?
There is a very old looking robotic attendant behind a little hatch in the front in the hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna get their attention and hey, hello.
As you kind of rap on the desk, it kind of like starts to, and it comes to life.
How can I be of service?
Lexi's apartment, please.
I'm afraid I'm going to need a surname.
There's more than one Lexi here. Have we got her surname? Guys, check our notes.
No surname was given.
No
I don't think we
surname.
do.
I mean, Aldous gave us the address anyway, right? I'm just doing this as a formality, really.
Do we have a number? Do we have a number for her? As well? Was it just the building?
You have the address. Sorry, you have
So
the
we have
address.
So
You have the apartment number.
Yeah. I was just trying to be nice, but if this guy's not helpful, then actually, don't worry. I just remembered we actually know her apartment number. Sorry, I don't know why. Go back to sleep. It's all good.
And it shuts back
Okay.
down.
Yeah, let's head up then. Let's...
Okay, as you make your way up the slightly creaking stairs, you make your way out onto the third floor, which is where you'll find Lexi's apartment. Again, it's not the fanciest joint, but it'll do. I want you to picture right now the big apartment, abandoned building at the end of Blade Runner, with slightly less rain pouring through it. But essentially, it's like ornate, but it's seen better days. Do you know what I mean? It's got period fixtures, but it's not being.
Like it was
it's not
nice
being
at one
tended to.
point.
Yeah, it was a nice building, but it's just it's lived in. It's lived in.
Am I still going first, guys? Is this what you? Are you sure you want me to go first? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Are you
Human shield.
You 100%?
I mean, if you don't want to, I'll go first.
No, it's fine. I go first. I go. Just as long as you guys are behind me. Okay,
Right.
cool.
Right behind your face,
We've got your back.
Blaz says as he doesn't walk behind face.
Okay. I'm gonna knock first, guys, because that's the polite thing to do. But if there's no reply, then Aldous needs this job done. Might have to break down the door.
Hence why you're first.
There is when you knock on the door and you try the small comms panel on the outside. There is no answer.
Well then, who wants to help me break down the door?
Wait a minute. Is there a potential for James to hack the door rather than immediately going? Much as I like the idea of just smashing it down, just going straight to smashy door.
I agree. Actually, if we could get this done a bit quieter, you seem to be pretty good with computers. If you can get us in, that'd be great.
I mean, I'll give it a bash, but is this even a computerized door? This building looks kind of mechanical.
It's got a comms panel on it. It's an electronic opening panel. You could, as they say, Hudson, run a bypass if you so wish.
Blaz steps forward and cracks his knuckles and casts a holographic interface. Give himself something to work with while cracking this door. And the corridor fills with a green glow.
Ooh. Nice. Okay. So holographic interface gives you the ability to pull up a whole
interface with stuff I don't understand or I'm not familiar with. Probably completely unnecessary, but
I mean,
kind of thematic.
Hey, you know what?
It looks cool. That's the main thing.
Showmanship. I'm here for it. Okay. So yeah, you can give me a computer's check now to hack this thing, but I will. You can do it with advantage because of your holographic interface.
So I rolled a 17. I've got a +8 already. That's a 25. Do I need advantage?
No. You
though, you might get a 20. You might roll a 20, and that's always that does magic things. So it's always worth taking the advantage.
Good point. I never thought of that. Are you taking the second? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, go on. I rolled exactly the same result,
Double
which is
17.
not helpful. Yeah.
Okay. You pull up a kind of like a numerical keypad that floats in the air in front of you, and it allows you to get very quick flashing between all these various code combinations until the door slides open, and inside it is dark.
Hey guys, weapons ready. All right, everyone. Just hear
I,
multiple clicks from like
Yeah,
people
yeah.
readying.
Come on, folks. This is live on Twitch. I want to hear the
yeah.
clicks.
Okay.
I've got no gun,
Wait.
so all Ormungandr does is like charge up his fists.
The shick
like
of your claws.
wait, guys, wait. Before we go in, just wait for 1 second, and Baz will focus forward into the darkness and cast Detect Magic.
Detect magic.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm just reading Detect Magic because I want to check something.
It's a cone 30 feet forward, so
Yeah, it's just like a ping for magic items, isn't it?
So you okay? So no, you do not detect any magical traps. You do not detect any magical items, objects.
okay.
But
Oh.
you do sense the echoes of magic that once went before. You can't pin it down, but there is an after echo of dark magic somewhere within this apartment.
Foul deeds were undertaken here. I'm getting very spelly this session. I'm going to cast token spell and make the end of my staff glow. I'm going to hold it in front of me to light the way.
Okay.
How dark is it, Jay?
It's all the lights are out. It's pitch black in there.
Okay.
But
This
it's
is
now
a very
gently
this is a very
illuminated.
soft. This is a very soft glow, so it's not like
Well,
very clear.
It's gently illuminated by the electric blue glow of Blasmus
I'm a
Fish's
Vesk,
staff.
and under racial traits, it says that I can see in dim light as if it were normal.
I mean, the dim light only really extends immediately around the doorway.
Okay.
Beyond that,
Yeah,
it's
so-
pitch black.
That's what I wanted to check. Yeah, what I could actually see.
I think proper darkness becomes dim light, right? For dark vision.
Sorry, I'm not sure. Get what your.
I mean, rule it however you want right now. If you just want to, if you don't want to look it up, but
No, I'll look it up. Wait. Is it you after a call on dark vision?
I just want to see if darkness turns into dim light or not.
Okay. If you have dark vision, hang on a second. Okay, fine.
I have what's called low light vision.
It's you get to see. No, it doesn't. Yeah, low light vision is different, but yeah, dark vision basically gives you like black and white view into total darkness.
Okay.
Welcome to the club.
I'm like you now.
Yeah, low light vision. You basically can kind of read by like someone else's phone light.
Can we use Fisher's light to look for a light switch?
You can.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look for a light switch then.
Okay. With Fisher's light, you do find it pretty quickly.
I'm gonna flick it, see if it works.
Okay, lights come on. Still gloomy.
Nice.
But the lights are on, and it looks largely unmolested. It's a small, modest, young person's apartment. It's open plan. There's like a little kitchenette. There's kind of, a space sofa.
No signs of a struggle.
No signs of a struggle.
Do we see anything that might look out of place?
Give me a perception check, please, Bradley.
Any sort of like hollow photos with her new
22.
man?
22. With a
22.
22, you do notice her personal comms unit. It's tucked away on a work surface in the kitchenette, but you beeline over to it. You catch it pretty quick.
Cool. So we're going to pick that up. Do we see if there's a missed call on there from Face?
It doesn't show you those sorts of notifications on the opening panel. Is locked for its user. So you can't see any indications as to missed calls or anything like that.
Ooh.
Laz.
What's her phone
Yeah.
background? What's her screensaver, her home screen? You know.
Just
Is it a strappy guy with long hair?
Long first.
no, unfortunately, all it is it's a link to the Jayven Foxx merch store.
Wow.
Clearly a woman of
And
culture.
And if you want to add that link to your screensaver, then the link is in chat.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I thought you'd approve.
Good segue.
Thank you. Smooth. I don't think anyone even noticed.
Ah, dear. All right, I'm happy to have a crack at the personal comms unit. Sure, let's violate this woman's privacy just a little bit more tonight.
Okay, give me a computers check, please.
Here we go again. 15.
That will get you access to just the top level notifications. You see the missed call from Face. You see that there are various calls from the Gilded Flute. Missed calls from the Gilded Flute. You can see that there are a couple of messages that predate that, but you can't read the contents.
Anything from Darla?
A missed call.
Yeah.
A couple of missed calls from Darla, yeah. But no messages.
I don't like this.
Yeah, something seems fishy.
What sort of young woman leaves her phone
At home? Yeah.
Yeah.
None that I've
It's
ever.
unheard of.
It literally is. I think she might be the first one ever.
And I do detect the lingering taint of dark magics.
Yeah, it seems a bit more sinister than that. So, well, I don't know. Can I do an investigation check to see if I find anything?
You can, yes. Do an investigation check.
Okay, I don't think there is actually investigation. So,
Sorry, no, of course, yeah, I'm in D&D
just
mode.
perception.
I mean, Clara's profession is investigator, right? So she could do profession.
Ooh,
Well, I do
true.
feel like a quick perception check from Face might be useful here anyway.
Okay, all right, let's go. 18.
18. With an 18, you notice that this is not the only room in the apartment.
Oh, brilliant.
I mean, you really notice.
I feel like you built that up excessively.
yeah. No, there are 2 more doors in this apartment.
Guys, we should check these doors. She could still be here, but we won't know if we don't open these doors.
Do I sniff anything suspicious from either of these doors? Just from my great sense of smell.
I just need to remind myself what the wording is on your great sense of smell abilities. Do you have a specific ability, or is it just generally you've got a pretty good schnoz on you?
Just have a good snoz, I think. Wolf shit, innit?
You are ultimately an omnivore, and you faintly smell the scent of blood.
Guys, I smell blood.
Blood.
Gallons of the stuff. fuck it. Sorry.
It's just faint, but you can't tell which door it's coming from. You just catch a little soupçon of the old blood there.
Okay. I'm going to open this door here.
There's copper in the air.
Someone else want to open the other door?
I'll open the other door.
Okay, the Dragon Boys are going in.
All right.
Both doors open simultaneously.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. We're gonna
Before they open them, Clara just says, "If you see a dead body, don't touch anything."
So as the doors open up, you, Ormungandr, you are looking at a young woman's bedroom. There are general clothes
First time.
around, different outfits.
No, literally, yeah.
Strewn out over the bed. Nice looking little room. Nothing immediately seems amiss. Small, compact
No bodies.
bedroom. No bodies.
No bodies. No hollow photographs of any sort.
Sorry, define
Whatever the
hollow
equivalent would be.
photographs.
Holographs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Holographs.
Hollow photographs.
Sorry.
So I thought you meant like kind of Ring style. They'd been scooped out by some fucking evil force. A hollow
Just a
photo.
Japanese demon, yeah.
I wish I'd come up with a hollow photo. That had been like the best thing for you to find in here right now. Well, who knows? As the other door flies open,
There's a demon climbing out of a photograph.
you see face a small bathroom, bath, shower, evacuation tubes, the usual sink.
Yeah.
But Clara, you can sense that this is where the very slight scent of blood was coming from.
Is the shower curtain open?
The shower curtain is not open.
Oh. I'm gonna.
Clara just
Blaz
steps
is
behind
gonna-
you into the doorway, just like.
How easy is it?
About this?
How
Blaz
easy is it for Face to fit into these? Like, it's quite a small apartment, right? Is it big enough for him to actually go transit through all these doors?
Nobody ever talks about the opposite of ungainly being gainly, but he's not gainly.
It's not the easiest thing, but I'm managing, I guess. I'm just gonna sort of whip
Pull the shower curtain.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it with my tail though, so I don't have to. Yeah, I'm just gonna tail round, get the shower curtain, and just sort of nudge it.
The bath is empty, but for
Oh,
some
shit.
there is a small amount of blood staining in the bottom of the bath.
Oh, Clara,
Yeah.
blood. You were right.
Oh, she's just kind of trying to see around you.
Oh,
It's
yeah. Quick, look, get in there.
Smell it.
I'm just move out of the way and get in there.
Shuffle past each other. She's gonna how much of it is there?
Well, it's always difficult to tell with blood, isn't it? Especially in a bath that's got some watery residue. I don't
Is
know,
there
could-
more
could be
than
as li-
there
could be
has
as-
any good reason to be?
It could be as little as a few drops dropped into water, running down the plug, or it could be signs of a more extensive bleed. It's hard to tell. It's not a lot though. It's not a gore fest.
Okay. Clara is going to look around to see if there's a medicine cabinet in this bathroom.
There
Or
is
any,
there is a medicine
like-
cabinet in the bathroom. Yeah. But just above the
And-
sink, there is a small cupboard.
Okay, she's gonna open it and look inside for anything that she could use to collect a sample of blood in.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
It's not a bad roll. Oh my god. +4, so 19.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. There is. There's kind of like, I suppose, like kind of like a Q-tip, cotton bud type thing, and a small bag that you can kind of use to take a sample and pop it in there. Keep it moist. So yeah, you do have the supplies.
Okay. And then is there anything else around the bathtub, like hair or like torn pieces of clothing, a needle, like anything else suspicious?
Give me that perception roll, please, Clara.
Sure thing. Ooh, that's not as good. Oh, but I have +9, so 19 for that one too.
19. Okay. There is a kind of a silky residue around sort of one corner of the bathtub. It's not a lot, but it's. I guess what's strange about it is that normally, if like you kind of leave soap scuds around like the bath, they tend to form like a ring, right? This feels kind of. It's in one place. It's in one corner of the bath.
As if something was there and it like spilled.
But there's a fine layer of goo.
Is there another cotton bud and little baggie that I can take a sample of that too?
Yeah. There's a whole little tub of them in there.
Ooh. She's also going to pocket some cotton swabs, just in case.
Nice.
For future investigating.
For later.
Hey, Clara, did you find anything?
Yeah, I got a sample. There's some, apart from the blood, there's like this weird silvery stuff. I got a sample of both. I have no idea where we would analyze these on this station, but we have them.
I mean,
yeah. Let me take a look at that silvery stuff.
Sure. Just be careful. There's not a lot of it.
Shay, can I either do a life science check or a mysticism check to figure out what that is?
You can do a life science check.
14.
14. Okay. Bear with me.
I'd say a 14's decent.
I was hoping for better. Skilled into it.
You're not a biologist, but at the same time, you do get enough information off your scan and investigation of this residue to recognize that it's secreted from a biological organism. It's not human.
Okay.
So it was secreted from something.
Clara found alien jizz.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm glad I didn't touch it with my hands.
This is why you don't touch it with your hands.
Yeah.
As long as it's not on my armor.
This is why she was a captain.
This is why I said don't touch anything with your hands.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna like the small handful of cotton swabs that she grabbed, she's gonna put them back in the pot and then just take the entire rest of the pot with her.
Okay.
And just be like,
She's just stealing this woman's stuff.
While these guys are doing this,
if she's alive, I'll buy her more.
Okay.
Fair.
Ormungandr's going to toss the other room looking for clues.
Okay.
He's just
Good
like,
idea.
Completely wreck it.
So
yeah,
No
well, no,
sun
like
on
just
challenge.
lifting the bed up and just like looking around the room.
okay, I mean, part of me wants to give you. Let me just check something because I kind of want. Yeah, give me a perception check.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh crap! I don't think I'm very good at this.
Suddenly, under the bed, you find a hollow photo.
Wait, let me see. Where's perception again? Oh yeah. Okay. Actually, I'm not that bad. 16.
16. You as you flip the bed over, you discover.
Sorry.
You know very little about Lexi, but you know from the description that you've been given that the pair of assless chaps that you've just found are not hers.
Wow.
And not mine either. Just putting that out there.
Yeah. You find a pair of assless chaps. Sturdy
This is
leather,
strange.
sturdy leather ones, and you know what? They're made well. You know.
Are they strappy?
I mean, have you ever met a set of
As
assless chaps that
strappy
weren't
as
a little bit strappy?
So weirdly, I had a conversation with a friend of mine as to whether or not, because she described chaps as assless chaps. So I said, "Aren't those just chaps?"
Yeah, they're all arseless, right?
But then I suppose that describes how you wear them, and I couldn't come up with a satisfactory way of describing that. So arseless chaps is fair enough.
There you go.
I guess.
So I
the
guess I picked it. I
arseless
guess
distinction is if you don't have jeans. on
exactly.
underneath.
Yeah, if you don't have some kind of I guess I just sort of like pick these up, like, and I'm like, I have no idea what they are
Okay.
because in what context would a vest
You're out of your comfort zone again. I get it.
Vesk warrior? No,
Plus,
I just like. Do any of you know what these things are? I'm like, I found these things. I don't. Are they some sort of human thing? I don't know what they're for. What do you do with these?
Blaz immediately says, "Oh, suits you, sir," and tries to encourage Ormanganda to put them on there and then.
For some reason, me looking at Is It really just gives me the same vibes as the chaps. I sort of
I'm
look
like-
at Is It
I'm
and
like,
I
are
look
they-
at the chaps
are they-
and I'm like,
I'm like, are they armed guards? Because that's probably an inappropriate gesture as well to do, wasn't it?
Anything goes down the alleys, mate.
Or very appropriate, depending on how you look at it.
just a very naive young Vesk warrior, just there with his with human gloves, doesn't know what they are.
Well, this is
Clara's like trying really hard not to break into a laugh.
this has been a fun puppetry and specimen gathering session in the missing woman's apartment. Is there anything else you want to do?
While all this is going on, I'm just sort of in the kitchen living area, just going through drawers and cupboards, opening the the replicator oven and stuff like that, just to see if there's anything that we might have missed.
You find a photograph, small photograph. It's in one of the drawers. It's just been chucked on top of our missing barmaid Lexi and a young, long-haired, leather-clad guy. They look very. They look very happy. Taken from somewhere around the streets in the immediate area. You couldn't say exactly where, but yeah, looks recent.
Hey guys, I think I found something. There's a photograph here.
ooh, what's on it? What a photograph of what?
Well, it's a photograph of a girl and a guy, and they seem to fit the description of Lexi and the long-haired chap that we're looking for. I said chap, not chaps.
Oh,
Is
I
he
mean,
wearing?
Who was that?
Is he wearing caps?
No, but he is sort of clad a little bit in leather.
Is
Yeah,
his long hair strappy?
You can't see his lower half, I'm afraid, in this picture.
It sounds like a good clue, guys. Seems like we should look for these people if we can.
That's good. Blaz, can you sort of take a picture of this and distribute it to people's handheld devices in case we need to split up?
Not being weird, Clara. How good is your sense of smell? Like, would you be able to recognize if these had been these guys' chaps? Like, if you smelt it and then you smelled him, would you be able to detect?
I could give it a go. Try and register the smell to my memory, I guess.
I'll
I think
give
the correct term is genital musk.
I just now have this image of Clara very, very reluctantly sniffing the crotch of some chaps.
Yeah, she would take them and just give this look of, am I really gonna do this? And then remembers that a girl's life is at stake, and she's just like, okay, I did it. Oh God, I will not forget that smell. Yep, that's in there. That's that.
The only way I can describe it is it's the smell of Lynx Africa.
Give me minutes.
There's a good dollop of alcohol in there, and just sex. It smells of sex.
Great, great.
Sex,
Love
Africa,
that.
and booze. That's what you smell.
Great.
Wafting up from the. I mean, it does. I was going to say the leather crotch of the chaps, but it doesn't even have a crotch. It's just the thighs.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And
Great.
now
Take him
chat
off
are
the
wondering
teeth,
like, why did he
glad
put
I
a
did
warning
that.
in the title? Now you know.
Take him off the teeth.
Because it's a trigger warning for everybody, because we've all smelled sex in Africa at some point in our lives, haven't we, children?
Yep.
Yep. And it wasn't.
Blaz is going to go back to convincing Ormungandr to put on the chaps.
I'm pretty sure I've been that smell before.
Clara's just gonna take out her little notebook and just write the things down that they found, and just sigh and put it back in. She's like, oh my fucking God, I can't believe I just did that.
Quick question. Question to chat, by the way. When you smelt of sex in Lynx Africa, did you smell of the good sex or the kind of shit sex? I already know my answer, but I want to know yours.
Is that an oxymoron because you were wearing Lynx Africa at the time?
I think someone's got the answer already. Right, moving on.
My current partner wears jupe.
We're learning far too much about the GM and the party, so let's move on. Okay. Yeah. So you've given the chaps a good old whiff, and you do have the scent.
Do they have a name tag in the back of them?
No name tag, I'm afraid.
No.
Not enough. You know why? Because leather doesn't take stitching very well like that. It's not,
Yeah, and only nerds write their
that
name
to good leather.
on their ashless chat.
So, what do you do, gang?
I put the chaps in my backpack to take with us.
Guys, I feel like we've got a good amount of evidence to go and search the alleys.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone else.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so you make your way out of the apartment complex, and you delve deeper into the alleys district of what we're calling District 42. Lots of twisted paths, lots of neon lighting, small establishments, big establishments, pretty busy throng of people picking their way through this end of town. It's an assault on the senses, Clara, but you do have a bit of a scent. You can kind of vaguely follow a path through the alleys, following the chaps flow. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Bailey's barking a lot.
Regrettably, yes.
As you pick your way through the the alleys, the smell eventually leads you to the outside of a. Well, you're not sure what it is. There's a set of stairs leading down from street level. The front of the building that is those stairs are attached to is grey, dark, grimy, lit up in red. There are flames licking up from torches dotted around the outside. I guess if I was going to pull a film reference, we're in From Dusk Till Dawn territory, I guess, almost. It's a pretty seedy joint, but at the same time, it's got this kind of. It's clearly a powerful property on this particular strip. There's a fair gathering of people outside, and it is certainly bigger than the rest. What do you do?
Is there a sign or anything outside indicating what this establishment is called?
There's no lettering, but there is a neon portrait, I guess you could say, of a large, buxom dragon woman.
Yes.
Whipping people. And the neon lines are doing the kind of like the whip, like that. That's what you see.
I take a long pull on my cigar and turn to face and go, do you reckon this is Madam's?
I'm just sort of looking up at the neon sign, just enthralled.
Slightly aroused.
Yeah. That sick feeling, just totally overcome by like this sign. Oh.
Overcome by thirst.
Yeah, I'm suddenly very, very thirsty.
If you had trousers on, he'd be rubbing them.
Somebody get this man some chaps.
Huge dragon-sized chaps.
So what are you doing aside from being enthralled by the frontage?
Yeah,
of the sign or of
guys, I think we should definitely go in here. Guys, I think we should definitely go in here. This looks like a place that guy would hang out. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think you might be right, Face.
If anywhere is going to smell like cheap cologne and sex, it's going to be this.
I'll sort of arch my eyebrow at Ormond and go, lead on, but then I'll turn to Clara and say, Clara, are you getting any scent from this place?
So much. So much.
Yeah, not just the smell of sex and desperation and regret. Like the smell of chaps. Are they coming from not necessarily chaps who are suffering from all those things, but the actual chaps that I've just discovered a thing?
There's a whiff of it, yeah.
I'm like, lead on, big guy.
Let's go, guys. If you want me to be in front this time, I can do that. I can be in front. If you really want me to, I'll go in first, and I just walk in without them answering.
So as you head down the steps into what is Madame Dragone's? You you encounter some, shall we say, strappy, long-haired types at the door, and they like, whoa. Yeah, you can't come in here looking like that.
Look at what?
Look, I don't know where you guys have come from. We're happy to have you here, but we cater to a specific clientele, and you can't be walking around like this.
No, look,
There's a dress
we've
code
got. No, we've got our change of clothes in our bag. Look, get the chaps out. Guys, get the chaps out. Show him the. And, see, look. See, we've got a change of clothes in our bags.
That was wonderful.
The guy looks in and he goes, I mean, then, there's some nice chaps. But
Yeah.
and he looks at you and he looks at your legs, the size of your legs, and he's like, all right, well, you're okay. What about the rest of you?
Isn't Clara already wearing kind of like quite leathery stuff? I thought.
I mean, yeah, she's definitely wearing all black with a low cut top.
He looks you up and down and is like, yeah. And you go. Then it's down to the remaining three.
Well, I just rummage in my bag and I'm like, I've forgotten. Can you lend me some straps? Have you got any straps?
Well, you realise it's kind of like those really nice restaurants where they keep a couple of like ties.
Yeah.
in the cloakroom, because it's like, occasionally it's needed. Yeah, they do. Well, we don't make a habit of it, but there's some stuff in the cloakroom you can have at if you want.
You boys want to strap me up?
The bouncer waves you over towards the cloakroom, and he points at like a basket on the floor of just like, it's essentially lost and found. He points you at the lost and found, and there's no other way of cutting this bondage gear. Big basket of it, and it's like, well, help yourself.
I find the least offensive smelling item and put it on.
Facey, bit quick on the draw there. The others may regret being sluggish on this one, but let's find out, shall we? Who's getting dressed up?
I mean, my underpants are leather anyway. I'm a Vesk warrior, so I'll just strip down to my underpants.
So you just take it down to the kecks? Okay, cool.
Yeah. And he's just there, like this massively muscled, tattoo-covered,
lizard man.
Grecian god of a Vesk.
Okay. Mr. Muzzfish.
Yeah. Not entirely sure how to proceed, so I'm just going to kind of slip in behind the lead members of the party.
The bouncer sees you trying to slip past him. He's like, "What are you doing? Look, there's a dress code. Put something on, or fuck off, mate."
I'm with them.
Okay, put something on.
Or take something off.
Does the nice leather jacket not count? Or
he looks at the nice. It is a nice jacket. It's a bit. I mean, maybe just the jacket.
Tell you what, jacket, trousers, no shirt. How about that?
Laz kind of seductively reaches up and undoes a couple of buttons off his t-shirt.
The bouncer weighs it up. He's really torn because you can tell you've got the least money as well. So he's really, really reluctant to make an exception on the dress code for the guy with no cash. But one more button.
Just for you, big guy.
Go on then.
Hey.
Is it the last one to make it through?
I've got the chaps on.
You just-
He was just
I've
dressing
been
while
in
the
the
rest of us
chaps
were-
since we left the apartment.
No, as soon as I whipped them out of the rucksack, I just whacked them on.
And you know what? The chaps.
I'm a bit tall. But I have got skinny legs, so it's all right. They're more like, rather than chaps, they're more like
Gators.
like pre
Three quarters.
now. They're like
Pedal
leather
pusher
capri
chaps.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The bounce is impressive. The mask and the chaps in combo. It's a great look. So yeah, sufficiently leathered up. You make your way into Madame Dragone's dungeon. You make your way into a low-ceilinged, kind of torch-lit space. There is a dance floor of sorts with various kind of leather bean bags and chaise longue strewn about. There is an interspecies S&M orgy taking place throughout the club. I mean, certainly for you, Ormanganda, there are some sights here you've never seen. There's a lot going on. Look, TOS, I can't get into specifics, but there's a lot going on in this room. One of the
A lot of activities.
there are a lot of activities going on. One of the bestrapped ladies, there are men as well, but one of the bestrapped ladies comes up to you, the group, and goes, safe bands, and starts handing out hoops about la big, with some light emanating from one little panel on the side, studded. And she just comes around and just like offers them out as kind of safe band.
Yeah.
Face takes
What
one.
are safe bands?
You pop them around your neck. Essentially, she explains to you that they are a consent device, and that they telepathically store your safe word. So if you happen to be gagged, or in other ways incapable of communicating, you can still transmit your safe word to a designated user who is also wearing a safe band. And you'll know.
Can we make those exist in real life? Asking for a friend.
And so yeah, and as you look around the club, you see that an awful lot of the attendees are wearing these safe bands, and occasionally you'll see one just flick red. And activities will cease for a moment and pick up somewhere else, and there's an ebb and flow of green and red safe bands in the room as people circulate and make new friends at Madame Dragone's.
Take one and put one on as well.
Okay.
Blaz assures the woman handing out safe bands that Face's safe word is deeper.
She looks at you as though that's a joke in incredibly poor taste. They take what they do here very seriously, and it's just like fucking weekend warriors.
Yeah, okay, I deserve that.
Ormanganda takes one of the bands and I suppose sort of sheepishly and equal parts sheepish and confused sort of just puts it round his neck, but he's got no idea what's going on here.
And it looks very good on you. Is it? I presume you've already got yours on, have you? Or?
I don't have a safe word.
Right. Okay.
I put mine on, and where the little green light is, the word deeper just pops up.
So the idea is with the safe bands is that they can be almost like Bluetooth pairing. You pair, you can pair multiple safe bands to one another. But if you enter into consensual relations with somebody, you can pair your safe band with theirs, and then this exchange of essentially stop-go messages, very, very basic, almost binary telepathy, is enabled by these devices. And they're
Guys, I'm going to suggest that we kind of pair off with one another, so we can start sweeping the room looking for Lexi's boyfriend. And maybe, I don't know, maybe Face actually wants to go and get involved with the giant dragon orgy, but don't forget, we are here to do a job.
I am very much gravitating towards anyone I sort of just find attractive.
I have a counter proposal.
Yeah.
You say pair off. There's 5 of us. Maybe
Yeah,
I
but
should go alone if he's.
We just established that the dragon's he's done. He's off. The station.
Yeah, okay.
It's gargantuan dragon
point.
desires.
We've all got a copy of the picture, right?
yes.
So whoever we talk to, we can. What I'm thinking is I'm going to go around and make out that I'm very, very much into this lifestyle, and I've always wanted to have my sexy ass slapped by a long-haired, strappy young man who looks like this, and I'd be willing to pay an awful lot of money for that to happen.
I was gonna operate on the opposite end of the spectrum of trying to pretend I am a new, fresh, completely never been kinky before, little innocent female that one might think is easy to prey on if he's the kind of person I think he is.
Okay. How about the rest of you?
Different tactics. We can see which one works.
I just want it to be known that while everyone is conducting their investigations, at random points, you will all just see me being led in different directions by different people, and just sort of like, in a movie or like a cartoon where you just see the same person everywhere in every scene. Like, that's just me right now.
Okay. Ormaganda.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
also,
sorry.
my safe word is ectoplasm.
Nice.
Nice.
love the deep chat cuts. Ormaganda, what are you up to? How are you navigating the situation?
Is there a bar?
There is a bar.
Okay. I'm going to head to the bar and make inquiries to the bar as to... We don't know this guy's name, do we? We still don't know his name, but
no.
Do we have the... whoever's got the photograph, I'm taking the photograph.
You have copies of the photos on your personal comms units.
Okay, so I'm going to head to the bar and inquire of the bar staff if they know who this guy is, if they know his name, or where I might be able to find him.
Laz starts after Ormaganda, but kind of gets distracted and ends up just stood watching, and you hear the focusing motors in his eyes just...
Working overtime.
So good.
Whereas he's just going, I'm going to sell this later. This is some niche shit.
Yeah, when you go on the news...
That would go down horribly, I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, when you go on the news, do not get that video mixed up with the Hangar 42 video, okay?
It's the old, how did that slide get in there?
It's very niche.
Okay. Well, Ormaganda, as you approach the bar, a long-haired, strappy, spiky little guy comes up to you and asks, what can I get for you there?
So in terms of drinks, yeah?
Well, this is a bar.
Yeah, sorry. So I'd like something which is the alien kink equivalent of a good Japanese single malt whiskey.
Oh, good Japanese single, eh? I'll be right back. heads over to the the kind of cocktail bar, starts conjuring up something, and returns with it's a leather cup.
Of course it is.
You can't even make out the color of the liquid that's inside it.
Okay, I'll say, and whatever you're having yourself, good man.
Oh, well, thank you. And he pours himself another leather cup. And Broshka.
So I'll take a sup of my leather cup concoction, and I'll start asking this guy if he. I'll say, do you mind if I ask you some questions? I'm looking for an old friend of mine, and I'll show him the photograph.
Huh.
I've heard he likes to hang out here.
Yeah, that's Killian.
Hang out, if you know what I mean.
That's Killian. He's played some sets here.
Ah.
One of our DJs from time to time.
I look surprised. I'm like, I didn't know he DJ'd. Oh, man of many mysteries.
Yeah, he's good.
He's not on tonight, is he?
He's what? Sorry.
He's not on tonight, is he?
No. It's on an ad hoc basis. To be honest, I've not seen him here for a few days now.
Okay. Oh, weird. I don't. Oh, that's really irritating. I knew that he hung out around here and frequented this establishment, but I don't have his address or any of his contact details. You wouldn't happen to have his number or know where he lives, would you?
The barman's a bit like, oh, hey, okay, I don't. But even if I did, I couldn't hand out that kind of information. I mean, we get the odd weirdo in here.
I'm like, yeah.
And as that little look is exchanged, an 18-foot gout of propane gas goes off, and you see someone get their bollocks whipped.
Yeah, well, there's nothing as strange as folk. I'll say, well, thanks. I can understand that. I'm gonna need Clara, aren't I, for this? I'm gonna need your magic.
Meanwhile, as you guys are circulating the room, Face finds himself in one of the kind of leather beanbag chaise longue type arrangements towards the middle of I guess you could call it a dance floor, and there is an announcement on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, now welcome the star performer, Madame Dragone.
Ooh.
And low smoke rolls out across the small cabaret stage in the corner of this hellscape of a essentially metal S&M bar dungeon club. Thick red velvet curtains slowly part, and more smoke and fire billows out from upstage. And the stage is then filled with the incredibly striking form of Madame Dragone. Now, Face is a big guy. How tall are you, Face? About 10 foot?
Yeah, about 10 foot.
Yeah. Madame Dragone is 20 foot as she stands.
She's a big one.
Buxom lady. Cuts quite the silhouette on stage, and around her are arrayed 4 long-haired strappy boys. And the show involves her violating them in a wide variety of ways. She carries a fearsome-looking whip and a baton, which, even for the seasoned crowd here at Madame Dragone's, does garner a few. Oh yeah.
I would just want it to be known that as soon as she appeared on stage, Face got a little bit too excited, and just a little bit of fire came out of his nose, and it was like, oh, just keep control of yourself. Just a little bit of Oh no.
Yeah, she puts on a hell of a show. Her subs are all part of the routine, and the stuff she does to them, I straight up can't describe on stream. But it's graphic.
Nice.
Depraved.
You can tell from the green glow of the
Safety
safe
bands?
bands that it was all consensual, but fuck me, you don't know how.
Ormangander
kind
is
of-
just propping up the bar, looking on in horror and shock, but unable to look away, like he's sort of paralyzed.
And as the routine draws to a climax, you just see Madame Dragone take a large bow, belt fire out into the loft space above the stage, and then return back upstage through the gap in the curtains, through the veil of smoke, just dragging 4 limp bodies by their straps across the stage and back into the smoke, where the show. Yes.
Yeah.
Was a clapping at the same time. That's like amazing.
Yeah, Face is definitely giving some applause.
Yeah. So show's over. Got a few minutes left. What are you doing? How are you pursuing your investigations? I mean, I can tell you're all gobsmacked by the show. You're just sat with the 1,000-mile stare right now, like, what the fuck did we just watch? Because she's huge.
Sweet, innocent.
She's huge.
I'm acting like a sweet, innocent girl who's just realised she's way out of her depth.
Face
And
is
is
suddenly very interested
blushing.
about where she went and how she got there. Yeah, and how he might get there.
I mean, she had 4 subs.
Like that.
She needed 4 subs because she needed 1 per limb.
Surely Face could be a 5th being whipped by that tail.
I mean, what are you doing, guys? I mean, like
I'm gonna find Ormangander.
Just imagining Face going backstage like, "Hey, what that mouth do though?"
Sorry, guys, just give me 5 seconds. I've got a cat who needs to go out, and he's just tried to pee on me. So,
Oh.
possibly prompted by your story.
high praise if you ask me.
Come on.
As you guys look over in the dimness of the club, you just see me in a corner, slaloming 4 guys at the same time. Just-
This is supposed to be an investigation.
it is the one that finishes first has to give me information. That's the deal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's a game. It's a competition. So they're all trying not trying to do anything.
So is it on
Whoever-
You're
with,
just
whoever
edging
finishes-
4 guys for info.
is it on with his
Whoever finishes first.
enhanced interrogation techniques? Mr. Muzzfish,
Hands-on.
What are you doing?
Hands-on investigation techniques.
I need Clara, I think, to maybe try and help me with this this barman to see if we can sort of get any more information out of him. Was it possible for me to signal to her, or because I guess I don't know what's happened with where are people putting their personal comm units given what we're wearing?
Face is making
Don't
his way
answer that.
over to Ormangander.
I mean, she's still got hers on her wrist.
Okay, cool. Is that what they're like? Are they just sort of like little,
Yeah, I'm gonna allow you all a miniaturization that allows you to wear them on your wrists.
Great. Okay,
Isn't
so I'm
it
just
like
like,
I
Like an
thought it was
Apple
like a
Watch.
wrist and an earpiece, was it not?
Yeah, so
that not what they are?
normally the personal comms units are kind of like essentially like tablets or like a small laptop. You can miniaturize them down to be wearable, but I will allow you to have made them wearable because we're in the fucking future. Come on.
so I'm gonna be like, Clara, I need you. I need you over by the bar.
Okay, on my way. And she's gonna like kind of disguise it as she's like pretending to like nervously, just do the, and then just quickly make her way over to the bar. What do you need?
I'll be like, first, barman, I'm going to need another one of whatever the hell this was to deal with whatever the hell that was.
I'm gonna add on to his order. Yeah, give me one too. Give me.
If you've got any chocolate num nums, I'd like one of those, please.
This isn't a chocolate num num sort of place, darling.
She'll have what we're all having.
Yeah, I'll just have whatever.
3 leather cups come back with that potent brew that you had before.
And then I'll like lean in close to Clara and I'll be like,
So distracting.
I'll be like, Clara, I need you to do your magic on this barman. He knows. I'll be like. So I'll say to Clara, the guy we're looking for is called Killian. DJ's here. I don't know if this barman knows where he lives. I don't know if he knows anything more about him, but he's not going to give anything more to me. So if there's anything you can do using either your empathic abilities or your other charms, I leave it to you.
I'll see what I can do. Okay.
I mean, unless he's a massive dragon ass and we can just lose face. you know?
I'm just trying to think of the best approach, like whether to just go in with detect thoughts or whether to lay on the like
Beauty
oh
charm,
no,
yeah.
I am soft girl vibes as well as the detect thought.
That's why I'm like, guys, I have no idea how to play this, so it's up to you.
If you were to like ask about his address and then cast detect thoughts, would that? And if he was then, it's very hard to not think of something.
Well, I was thinking of instead of asking if his address, asking if they know where else he works. Because if he's a
good
DJ,
one, yeah.
he's not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going to have one place of work. And then we'll have other places we could check.
It's a good call.
I might not need to do the soft girl act, though, if I'm going to ask that, which works fine for me.
So you're asking about where he works?
Yeah. When he brings the drinks back over, she'll just be like, the friend that my friend mentioned, do you happen to know where else he works? It's been so long since we've caught one of his shows.
I mean, he does gigs at a fair few places across Absalom, but when he's in this neck of the woods, this is where you'll find him. This is his place.
Okay. Do you know any of the names of these other fair few places?
I don't. I mean, I love it here, you know. I just stick around this part of town.
Sense motive, please.
Okay, yeah, give me sense motive.
Yeah.
16?
Yeah, he loves the lifestyle. He sticks around this part of town. You know, he knows Killian's sets. He knows that this is the part of Killian's life that he knows. You know, when he leaves this district, might as well be anyone. You know, this is a club.
Do you know anyone that might know where? Do you know anyone that might know where else he performs?
Well, he's got that girl he's been running around with, Lexi. You know her? She works over at the Gilded Flute.
Yeah. I'm
She might
familiar
know.
with Lexi. Right. Any other friends they tend to hang around with in case we can't?
You know what new
She's
relationships
a bit
are
hard
like.
to get hold of.
They're just all they they just want to spend all their time together. In fact, when now I think about it, I haven't seen him for a few days. Probably up to no good, eh?
Yeah, probably. Okay, well, thank you. I'll just... And she just chugs the drink.
No problem.
Guys, I think we should go backstage.
I think Operation
Are you
Mrs.
saying
Robinson
that because that's
is going to
where
be
the
in
big
full
dragon
effect.
lady went?
I think weirdly enough, my pervy dragon friends' ideas and what we need actually align. Because maybe pervy dragon lady can give us the information that we can't get from the barman. So, Face, you're going to have to sacrifice yourself. I use the term loosely. Which is probably how you're going to be afterwards.
I turn around to this same barman that we've been questioning this whole time and be like, mate, how do I get backstage? I want to meet the madam.
Oh, not just anyone can meet the madam.
Well, I'm not just anyone.
He's a 10-foot dragon.
Well, look,
I'm like, you seriously telling me the 20-foot dragon isn't going to be into the 10-foot dragon? Come on.
look, I don't make decisions about things like that. I just work the bar. You'll need to talk to one of our subs about that.
Can you get on the radio? Anyone? Get someone out here? Maybe?
Are the subs just those four guys?
I'm not. Do I look like Absalom Traffic Control? Like the subs
Well,
are. The backstage is over there. If you want to talk to the subs, you go ahead. I've got work to do.
Well, okay. All right, mate.
And then as you turn around, he just gives you a little spank.
Ooh. Ooh. Cheeky.
I think
Anyway.
this is for you, Face. I think you.
I'm gonna march
have to go
up.
ingratiate yourself. I'll just wait here. I don't think
If anything
anything more
happens,
I can do to assist.
If anything, look, maybe if we sync our little safe rings, if anything happens to me, then you'll know instantly, right?
Yep. Okay, that's
I can
good.
just flash it up.
Idea.
Yeah. How about that? All right. Okay. Sounds good.
So
Are
Ormagander
you
and
gonna
Face
signal
sync
to us?
safe words.
So, but if you signal that means
That
you
means
need me to
bust
come
in.
because there's
Yeah.
a fight.
Yeah,
Oh,
anything could have happened, but yeah, if it goes off, just bust in, and
is that the safe word then? Busting.
yeah, busting makes me feel good. Is the safe word.
Busting. Okay.
Oh, we're a great team. We're busting an ectoplasm.
Okay, so you're going to approach the backstage. There are some doors either side of the cabaret stage that are authorized personnel only.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give him a knock.
Okay. The first one opens in a large kind of. I mean, a humanoid's a bit generous. You know, he's not the most photogenic of chatspeaks. What do you want?
Yeah, I was just wondering. I noticed the madam is like me.
Amazing.
Yeah, well, she's incredible. Yeah, it's never seen anything like it. You know, even on our home planet, I've never seen stuff like that.
She's a gifted performer.
She definitely is. I was wondering if there's any way I could get an audience with her, maybe. Nothing untoward.
She doesn't take audiences with just anybody, you know. Otherwise, the whole club would be back there every night.
Well, I noticed, that she and I are quite similar. I noticed that there's not many other similar customers of that type here. Is she looking for anyone to work as a performer?
Oh, interested in show business, are you?
Well, tonight definitely caught my eye.
Is it just you?
Yeah, just me.
I'll have to go and check. 5 minutes tops, okay? Stay there.
Yeah.
I'll go and find out.
No worries. I'll stick around.
Some disappears off down the back corridor. Returns in a minute or so. Goes, 3 minutes. That's all you got.
Oh, sweet. That's all I need.
Opens the door, gestures you down the backstage corridor to Madame Dragone's changing room. Knocks on the door for you. Come in. And then he steps away.
I sort of just walk in, open the door, slowly peek in and walk in and like, hello.
So you want to get into show business, do you?
Go on, Face, work your magic.
And let me just tell you what you behold, because it's currently 11:05, so we're about to wrap this up. But what you see is a changing room. It's decadently, lavishly decorated. There are various scented oils, candles everywhere, flame everywhere. A long rack of various outfits and costume changes. Light surrounded mirrors at the far end of the room, and just like what appears to be just a whole great big like pile of loot. And she's just curled up on it. She's just curled right up on it, like she's just kind of languidly laying out on a large pile of what appears to be treasure.
Nice.
And I'm afraid, folks, that is where we are going to wrap up tonight's episode, with Face having his graduate moment in the changing rooms of Madame Dragone's dungeon.
Was it the graduate meets cruising meets the Hobbit?
Well, I feel like some worthwhile leads were chased down. Are we any closer to finding Lexi, though? That's the question. I mean, it feels like Face might be close to having his end away. But where's Lexi, do we think?
Dead somewhere?
They're both missing.
Are they probably jettisoned off out into space as corpses?
The old space jettison, eh?
Yeah. Shit.
You know what I just realised?
What's that? That I've been making those sounds all along?
that was noticed in the moments, and I loved it.
Good.
But we noticed blood in her apartment, and our first thought wasn't, why don't we check the hospitals?
First thing was to take samples and then go to a club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was top priority.
If this doesn't lead us anywhere specific, we might also want to check hospital.
Well, folks, we are going to wrap up for this evening. I am going to.
I'm making a note. Check hospitals.
Yeah.
Please do take notes. Yeah, absolutely. Do take notes. We're going to work out who to rate. I tell you what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to do a little wrap up for YouTube. So YouTube, it's been swell. I can't help but notice you haven't liked or commented or subscribed, and you call yourself a friend.
I subscribed.
Smooth.
He
I thought I was
subscribed.
already subscribed.
They subscribed. So all the cool kids are subscribing. And
Exactly.
I don't think you want to feel left out and alone, do you?
No.
Look at you on
Nobody
your
wants
phone
that.
in your bed, alone. But subscribe, and you'll be amongst friends. Yeah, so see you later, YouTube. We'll be back next week, Mondays, 8 p.m. on Twitch. So everybody say bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.